You know, the phrase, "they triumphed by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony," always grabs my attention. There's something both uplifting and sobering about it. How do you see the idea of triumph in this context?
What stands out to me is that it's not about flashy victories or personal bravery. The triumph here comes from something much deeper, the sacrifice of Christ and the stories people share about their faith. It's like their courage flows straight from what Jesus already accomplished.
That idea of courage really gets me, especially the line about not loving their lives so much as to shrink from death. It feels almost countercultural, even today.
Absolutely. Most of us spend our lives avoiding risk, but this passage is about people who found something more precious than self-preservation. Their testimony, backed by their willingness to stand firm even in danger, is a huge part of why their victory matters.
That actually reminds me of the way Colossians talks about canceling the charge of our legal indebtedness. It's such a vivid image, almost like tearing up a debt record. How does that connect with this theme of victory?
I love the way Colossians puts it, almost like someone taking a giant ledger full of all our mistakes and just nailing it to the cross. It's not just a private, internal relief either. It's a cosmic statement that the old systems of shame and guilt have no power anymore.
And then there's that bit about disarming powers and making a spectacle of them. It's wild to think of the cross as a public victory, not just a private one.
Exactly, it flips the whole story. What looked like defeat was actually the ultimate triumph. The cross wasn't just about suffering, it was about stripping evil of its influence. It's like turning the tables in the most unexpected way.
Jumping off that, I find it fascinating how stories from different parts of the Bible echo this theme, like in John 11, with Lazarus being raised, or Jeremiah 29, where hope springs up in the middle of exile.
Those stories hit differently when you know the backdrop. Lazarus was dead for days and people had given up hope. Then, boom, life returns. And in Jeremiah, there's this message about a future and a hope coming right when people felt forgotten.
Sometimes I wonder if those stories are meant to say, hey, even when you think all is lost, there's still a plot twist waiting.
Totally. And that theme threads through Isaiah and Ezekiel, two images of restoration, of broken things being made whole. It's like no matter how dark things look, there's always this invitation to hope and trust in something bigger.
Speaking of Isaiah, chapter 53 and 54 are packed with promises, healing, restoration, even unshakable love. How do you see those fitting into the bigger picture we've been talking about?
What really sticks with me from those chapters is how they point forward not just healing for an individual, but for a whole community. Isaiah talks about wounds being a source of healing for others, and God's commitment to never abandon his people. That's huge.
There's also this fierce protection in Ezekiel